Thursday. Oh wait,
Not Thursday Thunder.
it's not Thursday Thunder.
Just a video.
This is just a
video.
just a sporadic video. What are we talking about today, Adrian?
Well, you tell me.
I like how we do these things off the cuff.
Friday Frenzy.
I do have some notes. All right,
Fabulous
no, what
Friday.
we'll talk about is dispelling two parts. This video.
Okay.
So we'll dispel some myths about supplements.
Well, we have done myths in the past
We've
before.
done that, but we'll sort of go into this a little bit more because I think it's something that needs to be addressed.
If you haven't watched the first one, you should put that in the description, Nari.
And then we'll finish off on the second part on how to use or when to take dosages on some of the more popular supplements.
Yep.
Because there seems to be a lot of confusion on people on when do I take my supplements and how much should I take. All right. So the first one, my protein powder makes me fat.
Did you eat the whole thing?
I've had this told to me that people say, oh yeah, I went into a whey protein and I got fat. And the first thing I'll turn around is I'll dispute that and say that no, the protein powder didn't make you fat.
Yeah.
It was a culmination of all the food you ate during the course of the day / the week, the month that made you fat, not because you added in a protein shake. Because generally a 30-gram serve of whey protein mixed in water will give you, what, about 120? 120 calories?
I'd say depending on how much, if it's an isolated concentrate, I'd say anywhere between 125 to 200 depending if it's an isolated concentrate.
Well, yeah. Well, technically, you've got 4 calories per gram. If you've got a 30-gram serve of protein powder, it's going to give you about 120 grams. If it's going to be a 40-gram serve, it's going to give you 160 grams and so forth.
Yeah.
So, depends on the serving size that you're having, but generally, every protein powder is going to give you the same amount of calories if you have the same serving size. So based on a 30-gram serve, 120 calories, if you're having 2 of those a day, that's 240 calories.
Yep.
Hardly is going to contribute to your fat gain.
Yeah. 1 cup of oats is 190 to 210 grams, give or take. So, yeah.
So, no, your protein powder wasn't making you fat. Now, the other thing is that if I question these people, and then they'll say, yeah, well, I mix my protein powders with full cream milk and I add in a tablespoon of butter and a banana. Well, you've tripled the calories of that protein shake, and then generally, and you have 2 of those a day, generally that's going to make you fat if you are prone to getting fat.
Although that sounds delicious, though.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah.
If you're a skinny guy, use that to gain weight.
Hell yeah, definitely.
All
Heavy
right.
cream.
So, look, no particular food makes you fat. Fat doesn't make you fat. Carbs don't make you fat. Protein doesn't make you fat. What makes you fat in the end is you eating more calories than you burn through metabolic response and through training throughout the course of the day. That's it. Simple as that. Moving right along, supplements are a waste of money. Now, this is something that I see quite a lot. And generally the people who post these posts up are people who don't look like they train. Or aren't involved in the industry or even haven't used supplements themselves before. But there are many amazing supplements and more coming out all the time. I've been in this industry since 1995. So 1995 I started Australian Muscle, and the supplements back then were shit. Like literally, well, not shit. The protein powders were horrible. They tasted like and mixed like cement. They were horrible. It was really basically just protein, amino acids, weight gainers, and that was about it. Which, ironically, are the staple supplements that you should be using even to this day.
Funnily enough, that.
But in that time, the supplement industry has evolved dramatically, and there has been evolution in supplements, in nutrition, and in training, which has caused not just bodybuilders, but just about every single sport to evolve and get better because they've introduced supplements into the regime. And like I don't know any champion bodybuilder that doesn't use supplements. Not one.
No.
You know? And we sponsor cyclists, Olympic level cyclists, state level cyclists, and the benefit they have got from their supplement program, they all rave about. So yes, there are, but
But
I will also agree that there are some shitty supplements.
there
out
definitely is. There's
Yep.
a lot of fad products.
There's a lot of fad products, and that is the fault of the supplement consumer, I think, who is starting to demand these sorts of fad products. But your basic supplement, no, they're essential, and if you want to improve, it doesn't matter what your sporting endeavour is, or even in just general health,
Yep.
there are some very, very good supplements and essential supplements as well. And this sort of goes on to, I eat a good diet, I don't need supplements.
Yeah.
Well, no, because there's only so much food you can eat. There's only so much time you can eat, and so supplements can come in and help and benefit you to make up for nutrients that you are potentially missing.
And supplements can be anything. Supplements can be a multivitamin.
Exactly
which
right.
a lot of people are on these days.
Yep.
Because what is one thing a lot of people are actually deficient in?
Vitamins.
Vitamin D, especially.
Yes,
So
yes.
people will supplement.
And it's a fact that our food these days is not as nutrient dense as it
not at
was
all.
10 years ago.
Not at all.
Yep.
Which is why people do need some supplements.
Exactly right.
Especially those people who don't get their daily micronutrients through their food, through their restrictive eating. They've got some sort of gut intolerances. And then they'll use supplements to cover up those bridges and essentially make up the essential amino acids, which is going to take the non-essential amino acids, which you need.
Exactly right. Okay, next one. All supplements are the same quality. No.
No, definitely not.
No. If you go into any supplement store, you'll find cheap supplements and you'll find expensive supplements and supplements in between. What I will say about this is that cheap is cheap for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
And this doesn't apply to supplements.
This applies to everything.
This applies to
Everything.
cars. There's a reason a Hyundai is $16,990 on the road, drive away, and a good quality Merc is $155,000 because of the quality. Now, supplements are the same. If you are buying a WPI for $25 a kilo and maintaining that it's the same as all the others, it's not.
It's definitely not.
There's going to be
No.
some reason why that supplement is $25 a kilo,
It's
and
gonna-
it usually will be because of quality or mislabeling.
Yep.
Even I will go out and say that. Yeah.
Yep, or if you've gone through a spectrometer, it'll come like, yeah, it has WPI, so it's a WPI. Yeah.
That's right.
Which I've seen a lot of actually studies on. It's actually really funny.
You shouldn't be basing your purchases on price. You should be basing your purchases on quality and the quality of the supplements and the results that they're going to give. There's companies that are known in our industry that their products are really, really expensive, and that's because they are top quality, well researched, and manufactured in good conditions.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Creatine is a steroid.
Totally.
How many times have you heard that?
I've heard my mum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, no, definitely not. Creatine's occurring naturally in the body.
Yes.
Inside the muscle cell.
Exactly
it's
right.
also found naturally in red meat. So unless red meat is full of steroids.
No, that's right. And
Yeah.
that's why in the old days the bodybuilders used to say, eat lots of meat, it makes you stronger. And that's because it will increase the creatine pool in your muscles.
It definitely does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that sort of myth has come out about creatine is that because it is most probably the most effective supplement out on the market.
100%.
Has been for years. So effective that France actually banned it. Like you could not buy creatine in France. Now I don't know if that's still in effect or not.
Yeah.
But I know that it did happen, and so they banned it because they didn't want their athletes using it, etc. But really, it's the only. I think creatine is the only supplement that is actually like. The Australian Sports Institute will say you can use creatine. It's the most researched supplement. But all of that research, I will now say, is based on monohydrate, just pure creatine monohydrate. There's lots of blends and lots of different types and different forms of creatine, but every single research on the benefits of creatine has been based on creatine monohydrate.
Yeah, because all the off-sprouts of it is they start with creatine monohydrate and
Exactly
they go,
right.
let's take out this molecule, let's add this molecule, let's add this essential amino
All
acid.
of that is done by supplement companies to create something new, something different,
Something
and
that
claim that it's better.
Something like in brand.
Yeah. No. But nothing is better than just creatine monohydrate.
Pretty
Alright?
pure.
And look, people will come along and say, creatine causes bloating with me. No, it doesn't. It's something else that's causing bloating in you. We covered the blends. You're better off just using a creatine monohydrate. And people will ask about loading. Do I need to load on creatine? No. No, you can just get away with 2 teaspoons a day or 10 grams a day, and it will saturate the muscles as effectively as loading, but it might just take a couple of days longer.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, loading is one of those things where if you do load, you do need to have more water.
Yep.
100%.
Supplements improve your strength and muscle mass even if you don't train. Look, I don't think anything improves your strength and muscle mass if you don't train.
No, not at all.
Yeah. You're not going to get faster if you don't try and run faster. You're not going to get stronger if you don't try and lift more weights.
Yep. You're not going to get better at an instrument by not playing it.
No.
Yeah.
Again, this is something that, it's a supplement company marketing, but, things like creatine is involved in the Krebs cycle, which is the power cycle of the muscle, which can create more power.
Yep.
So can help you get stronger, but you're not going to get stronger if you're not lifting more weights.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's as simple as that. I think the problem is people expect drug-like effects.
Yeah, no, they want they want results yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Supplements cause many side effects.
Like?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's sort of like a broad statement, you know, and anything can cause side effects if you don't follow the instructions. I mean, 20 aspirins can kill you, whereas 2 aspirin can cure your headache.
Yeah.
So we've had people turn around and say, I took this pre-workout and, 1 scoop I felt nauseous and had a headache and couldn't sleep for 2 days, Well, that's because you are obviously
very sensitive
to stimulants.
Yeah.
So how about you start off with 1/3 of a scoop next time and 1/2 a scoop and see how you go. Just because that 1 scoop made you feel that way doesn't mean that all supplements are shit. It's just that product did not agree with you in that dosage.
Yep. You go crazy with one thing, it's going to kill you.
Exactly.
Regardless. Like too much oxygen can kill you.
Yep.
Too much water can cause water poisoning. So.
Yes.
And those 2 are essential to life.
Exactly right.
So don't get too much of it, you'll die.
That's right. Creatine causes kidney damage. This is another one that was out a little while ago, and there has been no evidence. It is one of the most, like I said, extensively studied supplements on the market, and there is no evidence that it causes kidney damage.
Do you remember a few years ago how that guy had green tea extract and they said that caused his death, but it turns out he just had another rare disorder?
That's right.
Yeah. No, can't do it.
Nope, that's right. Everyone can expect the same benefits from a supplement. Well, no. Not really. No. Well, not at all. Nope. Everyone is different, and like I said, one person taking 1 scoop of pre-workout might get headache and not being able to sleep. Next guy will need to take 3 of the same. So everyone's different, and you need to just experiment with your dosages. Everything's relative to body weight. Girls will need a lot less than guys. If you're a 70 kilo guy versus a 120 kilo lean guy, you're going to need different amounts of everything: food, different amounts of supplements, everything to make up for that difference. So no. High protein diets are unhealthy. So now, how have you heard that?
Oh, very often.
Well, based on that, that thing with the protein powder and green tea and everything.
And that girl who had the urine.
There was a girl who died a couple of years ago in Perth, and her parents demanded that all protein powders be banned because that's what killed her. No, she was killed by a disorder to her body not being able to utilize high protein. And this has got nothing to do with protein powder. It's got to do with food, everything.
Ban protein entirely.
There's no research to back up the claim that a high protein diet impacts healthy individuals with proper kidney functioning in any negative way.
Funnily enough, the CSIRO are actually saying, no, this is the diet you need to follow for your health.
Exactly
the
right.
high protein, low carb diet, apparently.
That's right. Athletes don't need extra protein.
They do.
They do.
100% they do. Yes.
Yeah. And obviously, the more exercise you do, you need more of everything. You need more calories, you need protein, you need fats, you need carbohydrates. But the bigger you get, the more muscle mass you build, everything has to increase in accordance to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Your calories will increase, your intake of protein will increase. And again, I don't know anyone who has built any substantial muscle who has not made a significant change to the amount of protein they take.
100%.
Yep. Easiest way to get extra protein?
Protein powder.
There you go. Fat burners are a waste of money. Oh, now this is another one that's, Look, fat burners have got their benefit. They can help with boosting your metabolism. They can help with, some will have appetite control in them. Some will have a diuretic effect to help get rid of excess fluid. But they mainly rely on speeding up your metabolism so that you're burning more calories at rest. And in the end, it's all about you burning more calories at the end of the day that you eat, and you'll put yourself into a fat burning state.
And just by increasing your heart rate, your metabolic rate increases.
Exactly right. So I have got a fat burner in here, which I'm sipping on now.
I have creatine in here.
So usually I have some in the morning here, just to get my metabolism going for the rest of the day. One of the best fat burners is acetyl L-carnitine.
Yes.
And we'll talk about that in a minute. So that's it. There's one more I added on here, and that's that are test boosters a waste? A good test booster is not a waste, but I think it is something that is age dependent. The older you are...
Yes. Yep.
The older you are, the better, more effect and benefit you will get from test boosters. I think if you are in your under 25, you're not going to get much benefit because your test levels are at their natural peak then. So what natural test boosters will do is they will help raise your test levels to your natural peak. Not above it. If they went above it, it'd be a drug. It would be allowed. So yes, as you get older, your test levels do drop. Obviously, how much exercise you're doing, everything will help maintain your hormone levels up. But if you can bring your test levels up to your natural peak, you're going to feel like you did at that age.
You're going to be more energetic.
You're going to feel more energetic. You're going to feel more vibrant.
That's a good graphic.
Yes. So yes, I think they are a real good benefit, but keep that in mind that they are age dependent. The older you are, the better they'll work. And you have to be consistent in them. You can't start using a test booster and think that 3 days later you're going to feel like Superman.
No.
It's, your test levels have dropped over the years. It's going to take a little while for them to come back up again. So use them consistently and you'll get those benefits.
Read the instructions.
All right. We'll finish this video quickly on how much and when should I take some of the more popular supplements. Creatine, Adrian.
Depending on how much, it's anywhere from 3 to 5 grams. If you're looking for a load, it's up to 20 grams.
So look, if you're not loading, I think 10 grams a day, 2 5-gram doses. On the days that you train, take them before and after training. On your non-training days, have at least 5 grams, throw it into a protein shake.
Any time through the day. Funnily enough, on all this, I wrote a book on it.
Exactly right.
Which is why I did it.
That's right.
To help people.
We'll give you a tip. You let us know where to get that book up. All right. Acetyl L-carnitine.
Yes.
Like we said, it's a fat burner. Best time to take that?
That would be, I would say, for myself, I'd say a first thing upon rising. Empty stomach, first thing in the morning, before a walk, before training. So basically before exercise. Before any sort of activity.
There's not much point. Look, acetyl L-carnitine crosses the brain barrier, so it's a nootropic as well. So you can take it before any time. It'll give you like this mental alertness. But for fat burning benefits, the carnitine works in your body by transporting fat into the muscle cell or the mitochondria, the furnace part of your muscle cell. So when it's working, it's providing energy from fat. So basically, you want to take it in one big dose just before any sort of exercise. So you were saying for you, obviously you do a morning walk every morning, so you're going to take your carnitine and boom, out the door.
That's it.
And you find that it wakes you up?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have it next to my bed, so it's just like in the morning. It wakes you up also because it's a terrible taste.
3 to 5 grams. Really, minimum dose, 3 grams.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of these carnitine pills, especially in the market, and they've got 500 milligrams of carnitine. You really need to take 6 of them.
6 of them, yeah.
Best way, most economical way to use carnitine is in a powder form. Protein. All right. Well, you can take your protein anytime, just like you eat your chicken, your fish, your meat, and your eggs. I incorporate protein shakes into my daily nutritional plan. So I might eat a meal, I might have a protein shake, I might eat a meal, I might have another protein shake. If I find that I'm going to miss a meal, or it's going to be a little while before I meal, I have a protein shake.
Yeah.
But always, I think after training as a must, have a protein shake after training, and then have another 1 or 2 just dispersed out through the day. You can have it with your meal. You can have it as on its own. All right, it's not real rocket science. Amino acids. All right, so like glutamine.
Yeah.
Up to 20 grams.
Up to 40 grams.
Well, look, you can take as much as you like of glutamine, really. But I think for good benefit, if you are a really hard training athlete, 20 grams.
20 grams. Yep.
If you feel a cold or a flu coming on,
30 grams.
30, 40 grams even, because it does boost your immune system.
Yeah, it also helps with leaky gut wall, which apparently has become a big thing in the last 2 years, I'd say. Yeah.
So when do you take your glutamine? Have it just at any time throughout the day. Add it into your protein shake, add it into your intra-formula while you're training, anywhere. So maybe 5 grams at a time, up to 20 grams a day. I think it is a minimum 10.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, 20 grams.
It's very easy to take.
Yeah. And pure glutamine is really no taste.
No, it's not. It's
got like this sweetness taste.
It's a weird sweetness. It's like it's on the cusp of sweet and bitter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Branch chain amino acids fall into the same category. So most people use branch chains as an intra-formula. So if you're having it as an intra-formula, it'll be flavoured. You can put it in your water bottle while you are training, and anytime. Usually, even when I'm at the shop, I'll mix up a water bottle. I'll put branch chains into it like that, because I drink more water when it's flavoured.
And that's why.
I'd rather flavour it with branch chains. So that's it. Now we mentioned test boosters. When do I take my test boosters? I think generally take a serve in the morning and a serve at night. Because at night when you go to bed, that's when your body is all the hormonal activities happening in your sleep, and when you wake up. Now there is another way on how I use test boosters. Is I have started to take a full dose of I'm using, say, male fuel by Gentech Male Fuel, and I'll take 4 male fuel half an hour before I train in a black coffee, and I find it's a great pre-workout. I just feel strong, I feel energetic, and I feel alert.
Good.
Yeah,
that's based on new studies as well.
And that's like Nick Jones. Like, I'll just read out this couple of messages I sent to Nick. So Nick Jones is the CEO of Gentech Nutrition. One of Adelaide's favourite sons. So I sent Nick a message and I said, hey Nick, I took 4 male fuel before I trained and felt awesome. Is this a thing? And he replied back, he goes, yes, Kimo, this is definitely a thing. I find it better used this way. 4 caps when you need it, i.e. before training or bedroom aerobics. The saponins in the Bulgarian tribulus bind to androgen receptors in the brain, so your body thinks and feels like your androgen levels are extremely high. Pretty cool, hey? Very, very obvious. And I can testament to both ways of using a good tribulus product or test booster. You right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So there you go. That's our little take on supplements, how to use them, and some of the myths dispelled. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any questions, just leave a comment and we'll try and answer them on our next video.
Yep.
Thanks guys. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.